Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. So today is June 9th. It is a hot, sunny day here in Boston, and I'm bringing you this from my desk. So yesterday was a Monday. I wrote a newsletter, and yesterday we completed two full passes of the wisdom-led operating model through the various daily doses of RASHMI for June. And the newsletter represented a synthesis of all of that. So do check that out. Now let's go ahead, get started. Today's dose of RASHMI is intellect operating by itself will protect you by avoiding taking any risks. Integrated intelligence, on the other hand, is the clarity to explore what you deeply care for in spite of the odds being stacked against you. So, as we have been doing throughout the month of June, the doses of RASHMI are set against the 4 C's of wisdom led operating model. And you can see that the clarity is front and center in today's dose of RASHMI. Besides the wisdom led operating model, another framework that I have referenced often and that I expect to get back to through the rest of this month is Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor's Whole Brain Living, where she covers how our brains effectively have these four mini personalities. There are two personalities on the left brain, which are plan and protect, and two personalities on our right brain, which are explore and connect. So there are these four characters that each one of us has within us, and we in any moment hear these four voices. When we are operating predominantly out of intellect, it is a great tool. However, it is a tool that is predominantly of the left brain thinking. And the plan and protect voices are the strongest. And typically, whatever we are uncomfortable with, your intellect will help you flag that. The protect voice will come to the foreground. Operating just purely by logical intellect, you will never take any risks and you will be very comfortable doing the same repeated task over and over again. However, anybody who's been an entrepreneur or anybody who has done anything new out of the ordinary knows that when you start something new, the odds are typically stacked against you. Yet you persevere, you push yourself, and that is getting connected to the other parts of your brain. So, besides plan and protect, you listen to the explore and connect voices. So, that is what you would get by accessing your integrated intelligence, that you would access the explore and connect voices, and that will make you aware of what you deeply care for. And even though the odds may be stacked against you, you will persevere. That capacity is beyond just logical intellect. Logical intellect can help you prepare, run scenario analysis and things like that. However, it'll help you calculate odds, and purely from a logical standpoint, almost every entrepreneurship doing anything new against the standard norm is an errand of the fool, and nothing new would ever get done if we all purely operated out of logical intellect alone. The other part that I would like to touch upon in the context of today's dose of RASHMI is the human and AI collaboration, and we have shared more on this in the RASHMI.ai post today from LinkedIn. So do check that out. We envision in the future is a model of human and AI collaboration where humans as well as AI do what they are best suited for. AI is logical intellect at scale. It is able to process patterns, memories of the entire collective digital realm and democratize that in a way, make that accessible to each one of us. And even what we have traditionally considered as skills that any one of us spends lifetime acquiring through university programs, etc. These days, if you are savvy enough in using the right AI tools, any one of us has access to those core skills. So it is not going to be the skills that are really going to differentiate us anymore. If it was purely down to the skills that we acquire through years of schooling, etc., AI is going to be better at it than any human. So that is the model that we envision in the future for human and AI collaboration. And as I've said in the past, that the future is a team sport where AI does what it does best and humans do what humans do best. And every venture is a combination of these two put together. When you think about what the humans do best, we have the ability to access our integrated intelligence and act from presence and awareness. Drawing a parallel, if you think about years of factories where humans predominantly acquired physical skills, and that's what was considered as a means of livelihood. Eventually, machines got better than us at that. And after that happened, while we did not need to be physically active in order to earn a living. However, for the most successful people, they've stayed physically active, so they get to experience the life on their own terms. The same thing is going to happen with AI. AI is going to be far better than any individual human at the repeatable cognitive skills. So we no longer need to individually acquire those cognitive skills or differentiate ourselves on those cognitive skills. Yet, in order to live life on our own terms, just like we know that we have to be physically active, we should stay cognitively active and acquire those cognitive skills, absolutely. However, not in order to earn a living. In order to earn a living, each one of us really needs to access the unique contribution that each one of us can bring forward. That is going to be the real gift of AI, that it will help us escape from the drudgery of all of us trying to do the same thing, acquire skills and become like somebody else. Now, AI can do those repeatable tasks better than any human, and that frees each one of us to do what only each one of us can do. And that is why the mirror is built on the core mantra that the secret ingredient is you, whether it is an individual or an organization. And the mirror is a tool to help each one of us access that. Thank you.